Here, so we're going to work something from closed guard. Closed guard, hence my legs are closed here. So I always like to, when I'm going closed guard, I don't like to be lazy. If my feet are like down here or like on his butt, it's going to be really easy for him to try and open my guard. He puts his hand on my leg and just opens my leg, pops it off and go, right? So I always want my guard, proper closed guard, and my point of contact, if I've got one hand on the collar, one hand on the sleeve, whatever it is. Because a lot of times your opponent, what they're going to do, they're going to grab, look to whatever. I've always got to deal with their grips. So for this sweep, and I'll go into, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a cross grip. So instead of going the same side, I'm using my right hand and I'm crossing over, same side as him. So you've got two types of grips. You've got the pistol grip or inside. So with this, what I'm going to teach, 4 fingers, I'm going to circle around because it makes it difficult for him to grip. So if I have this grip, just like this, what's your name? Travis. It's easy for Travis just to grab, right? Grab onto my gi, grab onto my, like this. What makes it a little bit more difficult for Travis with this kind of grip is if I grip here and I turn, now as Travis, right, so now the only, Travis has to circle around, right, to get this. But once I do this, what I'm trying to do while his hand is floating in the air, my second hand is going across and I'm just simply bringing this across. So again, I've got the grip, I'm circling and I'm bringing his arm across. So and I'm also bringing my knees here, right? So already you can see his posture is broken down from this grip. 4 fingers, circle, and keep this hand away. Bring it across, bring my knees in. Now I have this position. Now, what I want to do, I want to take his hand and literally, almost if I had pockets, stick it in my pocket. So I'm sticking his hand in my pocket. Now, what happens is, Travis, a lot of time, he'll try and posture up and get his posture back, right? Because he always wants to be straight. But if I can get this, now, I don't want to give him back. I don't want him to straighten up with me. I want him to stay at this angle. If you're the person on top, obviously you want to straighten up. So, put the hand in my pocket, reach for the belt. Guard is closed. Now this is where I'm going to open my guard and I'm going to pendulum my leg. So I'm simply swimming under his leg. I have this hook. Now watch my feet, this. So once I've come around, already his balance is gone. Now, for the sweep, I'm curling my hamstring. Over. Right into mount. And I end up in this position. A lot easier. Circle. Punch the arm across. And then sit into him. Don't give him his arm back. Grab the belt. Now from here, I just start to circle. My left leg, this leg, pendulum. So, 1, escape my hips. 2, escape my hips. 3, right into mount. So the key of this sweep is going to be that being able to circle my hips, get my hips out. See how my hips are facing? When I get my hips out. Circle, circle, circle. That's going to be the most important thing. Once you can get your hips out, your opponent will become really light and then you're able to sweep them. Hips, jiu-jitsu, all about hips. Like got to be able to move my hips, you know, free my hips, active hips, right? So because not everybody is at that level yet where their hips, another probably easier way, if you don't want to go for the sweep, is to attack the back. So again, same concept, guard is closed, got my grips, cross grip, 1, circle, boom, in my pocket, sit up, close, bring my knees high. So somebody was asking, do I need to hold this? No, because the reality is, if I have a high guard, Travis, take your arm out. And if he does that, there it is, it's perfect, because then I just go into this. But right? So the reason, if I block his shoulder, it makes, take your arm out. And I don't have, because his shoulder is blocked. Now, if I just do this, Take your arm out. Exactly. So it's his shoulder. I'm blocking his shoulder. So once I've pulled the arm, stuck it in the pocket, and I start to reach, I bring my guard high. And then it makes it easy for the sweep. Now what's happening is your opponent, sometimes when you do this, your opponent's ending in this because people are moving their hips out this way, which is not entirely wrong, depending on what you want to do. If I want to sweep him, my hips need to be on the side. If I want to take his back, this is perfect. So now, to take his back, real simple. Punch his arm in my pocket, I reach, and now depending on if I can even fish out his gi, if his gi happens to be out. So let's say his gi was out, perfect. Okay, guard is closed. Now, I've got this. I'm pushing, pulling, driving, here. Open my guard, plant, shrimp, come around, and I'm on his back. Now, and then from here, build up on my elbow, come around, hooks in, bam. Now I'm on his back. Again. Close guard, cross grip, bam, circle, punch it in my pocket. There we go. Reach, guard is closed. Not going for the sweep. Remember, sweep, if I wanted to sweep, I went under. Now, I'm foot on the ground, hip escape. Now I escape my hips this way. Perfect. Grab the collar. Build, look how I stretch out. Post my hand, build up. Come up on my elbow. Inside, inside. Establish the position, and then from here, you guys know, seatbelt, etc. And if I want, I can go straight into the body lock. Here. And I'm on his back. All the same concept, across, bam, here. So again, what I was saying about high guard. There, shoulders trapped. This time I'm looking for the submission. So again, I'm just swimming under. His arm is right there, perfectly where I want it. If you're not flexible, then all you have to do is like push the head away. Here, there's the arm, curl down. You can finish from the guard, which I literally, there you go. All I'll do to finish from the guard is lift my hips. There's the finish. Or I drive him over, still end up in the same position, pinch, however you want to finish, sit back, finish. You all should know this. So one more time. Pop, circle, punch it in my pocket, boom. Don't need to hold the arm, because once my hips come up and my leg blocks his shoulder, doesn't matter. He's not getting his arm back. Now from here, I've got choices. Got this arm. I've even got the top arm if I want. If I wanted to go the top, come on top. Here. But we're gonna work this, the bottom arm. Hips up. If I need to push the head away, because I push the head, clamp down. Don't necessarily have to cross my feet. Drive. My hamstring drives down. Keep his arm, thumb up, and from this position, I'm just raising my hips, boom, for the finish. His arm stays here, and I lift my hips to get the finish for the tap, and there's his arm. If you want to bait him into it, act like, oh, I don't want you to take your arm out. No, don't take it out. Oh, thank you. There you go. Like so, there's different ways to do it. You can bait them into it, or you can actually, if you want the arm bar, then take the arm bar. Then simply from here, if you're not flexible, push the head, curl down, finish. If you are, you don't need to. Just here, and then hip up, finish, or drive them to the mat, finish, same way. Quickly, go through that one, and then we'll call it a day. 1, 2, 3.